Hi, it's Jay here. Thanks for watching my video. So as you can see, we are in The Sims 2 at the moment. I'm just waiting for it to load up. And I thought, you know what? It's time we did a bit of a nostalgic, well, what is for me, a nostalgic playthrough again. I think we do that a lot on this channel. There's a lot of old games I like to play. I thought we'd go back, pretend it's 2004, and play The Sims 2 the way we did. So if we click onto Pleasantview, because let's be honest, that's where everyone went to, because it's the first one. So it says, a lot has happened in 25 years, but some new faces in town are stirring up rivalries and creating tension for the once happy families. Can anything be done to get the neighbourhood feeling good again? A lot has happened in 25 years. Mortimer Goth made his fortune, the Pleasants put down roots, and a new generation of Sims was born. But the peaceful, happy existence is in jeopardy when some new arrivals in Pleasantview start stirring up trouble, creating rivalries and tensions for all the families in the neighbourhood. Can anything be done to restore the peace to sleepy, idyllic Pleasantview? So Cassandra is ready to start a family of her own, but can she tame the town Casanova? And can Mortimer bounce back after the disappearance of his wife Bella? Was it just coincidence that the Calientes sisters arrived on the eve of Bella's disappearance? And is their interest in Mortimer physical or fiscal? Who is Don Lothario? Is his engagement to Cassandra Goth genuine? And what about the rumour that her mother, Bella, was last seen scaling the deck of his condo? Brandy was left to raise two boys alone following her husband's suspicious pool ladder accident. With Dustin acting out, can Brandy teach young Bo to make the right choices in life? On the surface, Daniel and Mary Sue Pleasant seem to have the perfect life, but is their love a flimsy facade? And can Angela and Lilith make the right choices when it comes to love? And last but not least, we have Darren is pursuing his dream of being an artist while his son Dirk hits the books. And Darren may have found his muse, but will his creativity be enough to win Cassandra's affection? So that was a whistle-stop introduction to all of the pre-made families here in Pleasantview that you can see with the little green icons. Now, with Sims 2, they intended for you to play all of the households in rotation, and there are like scripted events that are supposed to pop up when you go into the pre-made houses, but you have to play them in order so that you don't lose any of the events. So I thought what we'd do for this video is play through the scripted events for all of the pre-made families and then see where we end up. It introduces everyone, sets up the drama in Pleasantview. Let's have a look. So it says we need to start with the Goth family, which we've already read Don's bio. Now, so if you've only played The Sims 4, you will obviously recognise Don Lothario, but this was the game where he made the character was introduced. But he does look, the character is quite different in this. He's still a bit of a player, but he's got a bit more to him, shall we say. Don's romantic life is really humming along. Maybe now's the time to put the moves on Nina Caliente, pick up the phone and invite her over. And you're wondering why he's dancing around to nothing. I muted the sound in game, like the music, because some of it's copyrighted. Like they had artists like Katy Perry re-record some of their hits in Simlish, and obviously you can't put copyrighted content like that on YouTube. So I've just muted the sound, but it does mean it mutes like all of the sound. The reason I say Don has a bit more to him in The Sims 2 than in The Sims 4 is because in this game he has his own house and he's an intern in the medical career. So he's like a new. So there's an MD after your name, so he's actually a medical doctor. Whereas in The Sims 4, he's just like a player, like kind of a woohoo boy, shall we say. Don wants to win Nina over, and it looks like she's slowly succumbing to his wily charms. Maybe now's the time to suggest a romantic soak in the hot tub. Joe, I've never been in a hot tub. I can't imagine being in one in the rain would be any very pleasant. Sims 2 cutscenes. Do you know, I think if my mum had seen these cutscenes there's no way she would have let me play this game as a kid. Not gonna lie, it's a bit weird that he has a picture of his fiance's mother on his bedroom wall. The place is a mess. Use the phone to hire a maid. Okay. It doesn't mute the TV, unfortunately. Some guys play with fire. This guy is playing with lit dynamite. So this is his fiancée Cassandra, who lives around the corner from him. This is the maid who comes to his house every day that he's also in love with. This is Nina Caliente, who just left his house. She lives next door, literally here, with her twin sister Dina, who he's also got a thing for. So yeah, he's playing with lit dynamite. But I think I'm going to be stuck until the maid comes tomorrow morning. So what I'll do is I'll just pick back up with you when she's over. I'm going to try and do it as much as I can from memory. So Kaylin, as you can see from the outfit, is the maid that it made me hire. But then for some reason it wasn't giving me the rest of the scripted events. So we're just going to move it on along. No, I'm not interested in the matchmaker right now. And last but not least, we'll call his fiancée Cassandra. Well, that's his last for the day. Let's see if we have more luck in the Goth house. Yes, we have. So Cassandra is smitten with Don and wants to get hitched. Perhaps an affectionate gesture will get this relationship on a good footing. There he is. Oh, for goodness sake. Kiss him already. Oh, ooh, fireworks. That was quite the kiss. Cassandra better strike while the iron is hot and get married. Click on the wedding arch to get the ceremony started. Okay, we're just going to get married. And you two, stop complaining about the piano and the rain. Come and watch the wedding. There aren't many scripted events here at the Goths family. Oh, well, lock in that Cassandra wants a baby, though. It is literally just Cassandra's wedding. There's one of two outcomes. Either Don leaves her at the altar or they get married. Don joined the family and brought 50,305 simoleons. Lovely. Oh, and they've both got the memory of marrying rich. Well, that's pretty much the events for this family. What I am going to do, though, is get them to relax. So she wants to have 20 puppies or kittens, so we'll just keep her in her science career. Basically, the idea is if you play as Don first, which is what they wanted you to do, he goes through with the wedding, and then you have the thing where Cassandra's wanting the family life, but Don keeps cheating on her behind her back. Whereas if you play as Cassandra first, Don will dump her at the altar. Is she preggo? Yes, that's what that chime means. Right. So now we go to the Calientes. Okay, so Dina Caliente is given for gold, digging for gold, and she wants to lay claim to Mortimer. Don't wait for him to make the big move. Be aggressive. Okay, propose move in. Um, yeah, we'll take Alexander Goth. Oh, she's not happy about the engagement. Mortimer's moving in with 56 grand. Two's company, but three's a crowd, so it's time for Nina to get moving. Use the newspaper to move a sim out. Going out on our own. Right, that's her gone. And I think that is the end of the events for the Calientes. So next we move to the Broke family. Okay, let's see. Bo Broke is growing fast and Brandy wants to teach him all the skills he needs to stay out of trouble. Click on Bo and teach him to walk and fulfill wants for both Sims. No, no, do as you're told. Teach to walk. Ooh, pizza, serve. Oh, actually, pizza sounds good. Pizza for breakfast, then go to school. Why not? Say fed is best, don't they? Oh, he's brought a friend home from school. This is Angela Pleasant. So he's yelling about his grades, but he did get a C plus. Just saying. I think they're already, yeah, they're already going steady, which is what the game calls like teens dating. Ooh, oh, she's starting to show. Answer the phone, dumbass. So, Bo's gonna grow up tomorrow. Dustin, do you want to sneak out with me tonight? Yes. You still haven't finished your bloody homework. Cool, I'll pick you up at 1 a.m. No, he doesn't need to be held, he's fine. Right, he does want his bed though. Okay, it's a computer and sneak out. How did she get such a nice car? She's like 16. Ooh. Oh, he's been busted. Dustin was out way past their bedtime. It's dangerous to let kids stay out late. Don't let it happen again. Oh, he's having a tantrum due to aspiration failure. Though, it's a realistic detail. But I believe that is it for the Broke family's events. So we're off now to the Pleasant family. Who says good help is hard to find? Daniel has his eye on the maid and wants a little romance, but will his decision threaten family unity? Well, as you can see, the sisters don't like each other. So she's worried about getting fired and catching Daniel cheating. These two will just keep battering each other the whole time. So I'm just having him learn physiology because it should help him max out the body skill more easily. Oh, here she comes. Yes, we want to hang out after work. Yes, I don't mind that you're missed. So, make out. They don't need this many TVs for one house. It is excessive. I really don't like the floor plan of this house. And that TV is far too loud. Much better. Case you're wondering, yes, this is the same maid who was have also having an affair with Don Lothario, who is now Don Goth. She's just really dedicated to service, I guess. Kaelin Landrak. Oh, the controller has a stack of paperwork on his desk that Mary Sue has been asked to read through and assign priority levels to the tasks. About halfway through the stack, she finds some speeches that the controller has been asked to edit. Mary Sue has an okay eye for syntax, and she knows how busy the controller is, so she could try editing them or herself or scan the speeches into her word processor and run the grammar check on them. We'll edit them. Mary Sue carefully reads through the speeches and finds a few typos as well as some really awkward syntax. She dutifully marks the errors and suggests the proper changes before returning the speeches to a relatively uncluttered section of the controller's desk along with a sticky note that says done. The entire process has taken her almost 2 hours. When the controller returns, Mary Sue has barely started on prioritizing the stack of paperwork. The controller chastises her and makes it clear that he needs an intern who will do what she's told first and then spend whatever free time she has being industrious. Mary Sue has been sent back to work on the campaign phones. Okay, so she's been demoted. She's been demoted and then come home to catch her husband in bed with the maid. See, at least they actually react to cheating. They just casually wave at each other. Same logic is hilarious. Well, girl, you're gonna leave. Does she even want to work in politics? No, she just wants to earn 100,000. Oh, here's our bestie, Cassandra. Because Cassandra and Mary Sue are good friends. Oh, they really don't like each other. Right. And that, I think, is everything for the Pleasants. So we're off to the next one. So Darren Dreamer wants to paint for a living, but does he have the skills to pay the bills? Those past due statements are starting to pile up. Let's see. We can pay some of them. That's another 200 odd quid. Oh, we've got another one there. Oof, that's 300 odd. So you know what? We're going to have to start painting. Still haven't found your artistic voice? Try painting a still life or a portrait of a family member to add a personal touch to your artwork. Okay, so we'll sell this one. Oh, 71 simoleons. Yeah, painting's not as overpowered in The Sims 2 as it is in The Sims 4. Paint still life. We'll do this. So he's going to paint a picture of himself painting a picture. Oh, that's his wife's. Oh, there's his wife's ghost. It's Dirk's mother as well, Darlene. So you can see from his relationship panel, he is actually in love with Cassandra Goth. Oh, we've got more bills. That's a little too relatable. Oh, that's only worth 50 simoleons. Paint a portrait of Cassandra. I didn't really invite her to spend the night, but okay. Let's see what this does. That's 226. Kind of cool though. I said that is it for the Dreamer household. So we've now got to go back to the main menu because there are two more families that we need to have a look at. So these are actually in the family bin. So all of these, apart from Nina, came with various expansion packs. Apart from these two, Burb and Oldie, they are both related to the Pleasant. So it says we need to start with the Burbs. Now, John and Jennifer and young Lucy have decided to trade the fast-paced city life for some fresh air and hope to make a nice home here in Pleasantview. Now, Jennifer Burb is Daniel Pleasant's sister. She, if you played The Sims 1, the Pleasantview, in fact, the Pleasant family in that game are Daniel and Jennifer as children living with their parents, Jeff and Diane. So we'll just move in with them and see what it comes up with for us. Okay, so this is their house. I've just moved them in too. Is it going to give me any pop-ups for them or not? Because sometimes it doesn't. So he wants to be the education minister. She also wants to go into the athlete career. Okay, but the age gaps weren't really thought out through. So no, I don't think it is going to give me any pop-ups for them. So I think what I'll do is I will just furnish their house off camera and then come back to you. Right, okay. So I have done a bit with their house. As you can see, I've just done more of a furnished downstairs. Looks a bit bland. Did a bit more upstairs. I had to split a room and then add an extra one. But I've left two empty rooms just because we ran out of money, but at least they're decorated, so it's just a case of putting furniture in them eventually. Now, I put the child's lemonade stand out for a reason. And that's because I don't know if I'm going to how much of this I'm going to do, but I very rarely play with children. I think a child sim in this game, so I thought that's something that's like very much child gameplay. And since both the parents have career goals, we'll get the gardener because I'll forget to water the flowers. So she wants to be in the athlete career. And he wants to be in the education career. How far they'll get in their careers, I haven't decided yet, but it means at least we've got some base level of money coming in. So not gonna lie, I'm probably just going to forget about them and focus on Lucy. Oh, it's Kaylin Langerak again, so perhaps she could have another client she's focused on serving. Right. There we go. Okay, so then that is, I think, the Burbs ready for an intro. So we've now got the one last family to have a look at, and they are the Oldie family. Now, because the scripted events aren't generating for them, I'm just going to read their story to you. So it says, the Oldies are simply one of the nicest families around. Their years together through good and bad have made them into wonderful parents and grandparents they are today. And they're Mary Sue's parents, so I'm thinking I might just merge the households just to make it a little bit more straightforward when it comes to if I do decide to come play, because also they're elders, they're not going to be around for much longer. So there is Mary Sue's plan to fix her failing marriages, have her parents move in with them. Let's see how well that goes for her. We've also got the Critter family here. So, in a world full of conflict, who knew these two would fall deeply in puppy love? Despite being homeless, Danny and Sarah have stuck together throughout the years. But Sarah wants a better life for their future little ones, so they're looking for a good home to settle down. Now, these ones, we're just going to merge them in with the Dreamers, just because essentially having to, tame stray dogs might be the way of sort of liven that household up a little bit. And then lastly, we've got Nina Caliente to move back in to the neighbourhood, and I think I'll put her in Don's old condo. Right. Okay, so before I do anything, I am just going to quickly put a phone in here because while this place needs a more detailed renovation, so I might do it separately if I come back to play with Nina. But for now, I'm just putting the phone in so that we can get in touch with her if we need to. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this little Let's Play going back to the early days of The Sims 2.
That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button or drop me a message down in the comment section below and consider subscribing. It's completely free and really helps me out. You can also follow me over on Instagram at jattemptsgames with underscores in between each of the words. Bye now, catch you next time.